What's going on, my little piglets? It's your BFF Pork Chop here, and I'm coming at you with entry number 11 of the June Vlog Challenge of 2020, which makes this June 11th, 2020. Happy National Corn on the Cob Day. Unless you're emo, then it's Corn on the Macabre Day. Get it? Yeah, okay, whatever. If you're a Ghost fan, your favorite vegetable is a dance macabre on the corn. Whatever, I just made that up anyway. So, I'm tired. I know that you guys hear me say that all the time, but I'm really tired. Just worked both shifts, and yesterday was a little interesting. I forgot to mention this yesterday, but yesterday I was dead about 2/3 of the way through my shift at the wholesaler yesterday. Like, I was exhausted. I was just just ready to keel over and just pass out is what I was trying to do. However, I did not have to work Pizza Planet last night, so that was fine. And there are a few topics that I forgot to talk about, a couple of personal topics, and then an opinion piece, not really a puff piece, but I mean, it's an opinion piece. But yeah, let me go ahead and get started with what happened today. Nothing. Nothing happened today. I had to go out of town, and I was back at work by, I believe it was about, I forgot what time it was. It was about 2:30, I think, is by the time I got back to work. No, it was 1:30 by the time I got back to work. And then went and took my lunch break at 2, came back at 3, and only had to work 2 hours. And then I got to go home. And when I got home, I just got to chill with my wife for a little bit. And we just sat on the bed. She sat on her phone. I was messing with the dogs, just hanging out before I had to leave. And she already told me one of the presents she's getting me for our anniversary, which tomorrow is, we celebrate 2 anniversaries, the day we met and the day that we got married, which are 2 weeks apart. So the 12th is when we start talking officially and made it official. And yeah, it was a very important day for both of us because for me it was mostly like my first like serious relationship. I mean, I had a couple of priors like they're freaking a criminal record, but yeah, I had a few priors, and with those priors not much success. Some my fault, some their fault, but all not successful before I met my wife. So she told me what she got me. It's not going to be here till sometime next week, but she got me a subscription. It's like a box with snacks in it from different countries. I forget what it's called, but they have a theme for every box, and so they give you like candy and gummies and chips and stuff like that from that country's in their theme of that country. So this one that I'm getting, my first one I'm getting, is the United Kingdom. So I'm really excited to see what there is in that. Maybe we'll do an unboxing together, just make a whole ordeal out of YouTube on it, just have fun with it. She said that she originally was going to get me a Loot Crate, which I would have loved a Loot Crate, definitely, because they have a horror themed one. But she said that she looked into it and she said it was kind of cheesy and wasn't really worth it, because the box that I wanted was going to be like $60 a month, and I was like, I could go buy a PlayStation game for that. And that's one of the topics I'm going to talk about, so stay tuned for that, what Sony did today. And for those of you that already know, but those that don't know, stay tuned. So so I got to hang out with her for a little bit, and so when she told me the gift, I was like, okay, I already got you 2 gifts. I'm going to get you one more, but I got you 2 gifts already. I said, do you want me to give you something you want or something you need? And she was like, something I want. No, wait, something I need. I was like, okay. So I was like, I'm going to go get it. It's in the trunk. The other one's still in the trunk, by the way. And I told her to keep her eyes closed. I told her not to look at the Ring doorbell because it has a video of me walking up to the front door with it. So I was like, don't look at it. close your eyes when you hear me come in and just wait. She's like, okay. So I walked in and I told her to open her eyes, and she was like, oh my gosh, it was a foot spa. I got her a foot bath, and it's something that she's wanted and needed, because she's a florist, so she's on her feet all the damn time. So, and then she can put her Epsom salts in there and stuff like that, and her lavenders and all that good stuff. And so yeah, we exchanged gifts. She just told me what I was getting, and she said the other part of the gift isn't going to be presented to me until our wedding anniversary date, which is the 25th. And so I was like, okay, I guess I can give you the rest, on our anniversary. And she said, okay. So that's what we decided. Anyway, a couple of things I want to talk about. One, something that really tugged at my heartstrings the other day, and I felt very fortunate, and I felt, just blessed to have that encounter. And what I'm talking about is I have a subscriber. I have a piglet, Michael 33R, Michael Redenbaugh, that I made into the quarterback for the Huskies, and he dethroned Jake Fromm. So spoiler alert. There you go. There's your season spoiler for the Huskies season 2. He dethroned Jake Fromm because Jake Fromm had a noodle arm and he couldn't throw on the run. He took too many sacks, and it was just a bad time. So Michael, I made into a player because I asked him, like, okay, anybody want me to make him into a player? Send me all your stats and stuff. And so he did. He's like, this is my age. This is the college I wanted to go to. This is my height. This is my weight. This is the position, which is quarterback. And I was like, okay. And so I built around him, not really. I mean, I kind of remember seeing him through my Instagram feed. So I built the player around him. And afterwards, I saw another picture of his scrolling through Instagram that he posted. And I was like, oh my God. Like, I couldn't have made him any more in his image than I did. Because I knocked it out of the park on that one. So I was very proud of how accurate I got it. But he wasn't doing so well the other day, and he had to go to the hospital. So I sent him a comment. I'm like, hey, maybe the latest installment of the Huskies will cheer you up, because that was the first installment where he became the starting quarterback. And he was like, dude, it did cheer me up. I appreciate you so much. And then he told me later on, this is a couple of days ago, he's like, this is exactly what I would have looked like. Pretty much, it was exactly what I wanted it to be if I weren't disabled. And I was like, oh my gosh, man, that's just heartbreaking to hear somebody say that. And I just really felt for the guy, and I'm glad that I can give him that, that little piece of escape by making him the quarterback for the Toronto Huskies, which he said, I told him I gave him a little thing of what I'm going to probably do for season 3 when Madden 21 comes out. And he said, yeah, you can do that, man. That sounds great, but just make me the quarterback still. And I was like, man, I'm gonna do what I can. And I definitely will make you the starting quarterback. I might actually, because I have them all written down, I'm probably going to keep all the Huskies, all the Piglets that were on this Huskies roster, and transfer them into Madden 21, and keep maybe the stats will increase a little bit. I have a new thing that I'm going to try to work out for the next season. I'll reveal details at a later date, but something that I been planning on doing, and if I get the approval of the Piglets, then I'm really going to do it. So I'll do a poll probably, I don't know, August or so, but there you go, just so you know, there's something for you to vote on. But anyway, so the other thing I want to talk about was the PlayStation 5 was revealed today, and it looks great. I've heard so many people talking shit already on it. I think it looks fantastic. I even showed my wife, and my wife was even like, ooh, that looks great. That looks beautiful. And I was like, yeah, it looks really nice. People are saying that it looks like a binder that you have at high school, the little zip-up ones that don't zip up all the way. Looks like, you know, somebody posted a picture of their Wi-Fi tower with a couple of white pieces of paper wrapped around the sides and everything. And I was like, well, at least it doesn't look like a damn. Literally, the Xbox looks like a box, but I don't know what they were thinking on the design for the Xbox. Xbox. I can't even remember what they're calling it, but it's some stupid name. I don't like any of the names for the Xbox. I'm a PlayStation fanboy, so sue me. But PlayStation looks way better. It looks way sleeker. It looks fantastic. Even the controller looks great. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, go Google a picture of the PlayStation 5 right now, and you won't be disappointed. So really excited about that. Looks like the starting price is going to be $500, but they didn't specify if that's like the only model they're going to have, if they're going to have a terabyte one, if they're going to have, you know, whatever. But somebody said that there was a rumor that there's going to be like an 800 gigabyte one as like the base model. But we'll see what happens there. Regardless, I'm getting one. And it's backwards compatible with the PlayStation 4 games. Wish it was compatible with the PlayStation 1, 2, and 3, but what are you going to do? So there's that for you. And like I said, go Google the pictures and you won't be disappointed. It looks fantastic. Another thing I heard on the radio today, this is you know, total sidebar. This is totally a 180 different direction. I was very I felt disturbed at something that I heard that is going on Instagram. I don't know if it's like trending or what have you, but I was told it was kind of becoming a problem. Just doing it once is a problem. And what I'm talking about is, you know, this whole Black Lives Matter thing going on. More power to everybody, man. You know, go out there, fight for your right. You know, the Beastie Boys did not fight for your right to party, for you just to sit on your ass and do nothing about it. So there you go. And that is these Instagram figureheads, these Instagram models are darkening their skin and giving themselves like afros with their hair, like they're picking their hair to give themselves afros. And these are white, so from what I understood, these are white women that are literally darkening their skin to make them appear black. And if I'm not mistaken, that's called blackface, and that is disgraceful. You know, like Megyn Kelly lost her damn job over talking about blackface and about when she was a kid, how it was okay to have, you know, blackface, and nobody really saw a problem with it. But in all honesty, it's disgraceful. It's terrible. Don't do blackface. Don't darken your skin. The only exception to that rule was Robert Downey Jr. in Tropic Thunder, which I would not be surprised if, you know, the streaming platforms got rid of that movie because of this whole movement. Because it is a white actor with dark skin, you know, going into character, becoming a method actor. And so it was a black part, so he dyed his skin black in the movie. That's the whole joke. But he's really this like albino Australian guy. But anyway, so don't do blackface. Don't do it. Don't darken your skin. Use the skin that God gave you. That's all I got to say about that. And just don't. In the words of Ron White, next time you have a thought, let it go. Just let it go. And Elsa says that also. Just let it go. Let it go. The last thing I want to talk about was something that kind of shocked me. It was very surprising. Also with the whole Black Lives Matter movement. And that was NASCAR and how freaking fast, man. Well, it is NASCAR, so I mean it's fast. That they banned the Confederate flag. You know, just how fast this went through and how it was just like a guaranteed, like, yeah, we're absolutely doing this. The Confederate flag is no longer allowed anywhere at any NASCAR event. You can't wear it. They're not flying the flag. None of the drivers can have it on, you know, whatever. I think it's actually kind of good on NASCAR for doing that, I should say. And I mean, it's going to be very beneficial. This could potentially do what MLB failed to do. I'm going to keep talking shit until we actually get a concrete season going on, because I am so disappointed in Major League Baseball, and I'm livid with them right now. A bunch of greedy assholes is what they are. Yeah, they could get a whole, like I said, NASCAR could get a whole new fan base from this. And there is one black NASCAR driver, and I wouldn't be surprised if after this happens, they might get more in the circuit, because in all honesty, this is something that is very impactful. It sends a message. It says everybody's welcome regardless of skin color, because NASCAR was created down here in the South, so a bunch of good old boys got together, and they decided that it was cool to fly the Confederate flag during NASCAR races and stuff like that. Cool, whatever. That's not the case anymore. I'm glad that we can kind of get past that. But there is another thing that kind of upset me. Paramount canceled Cops and Live PD, and they also got rid of movies like Gone with the Wind off of HBO Max, and people are throwing a fit over the movie The Help, which, again, next time you have a thought, let it go. Social justice warriors, just stop while you're ahead. And this last one, man, I'm going to go off on a low note, on a negative note with this, but people want to cancel Paw Patrol because of Chase. And Chase is I think he's a German Shepherd dog in this kids show based in Canada. It was made in Canada. That they have all these dogs, and they have different, professions. One's a firefighter, one's I think military, the other one's a cop, the other one's this, the other one's that. And it's cool. They each have their own little skills. They're like the Power Rangers. They have different things, and their dog houses turn into a vehicle for them. It's kind of cool. It's like a little come together thing. We work as one team, one unit, whatever. But they either want them to cancel the damn show. Don't do that. It's a freaking kid show. Going back to the Looney Tunes and No Guns thing. Just stop. One, they want the show canceled. 2, they want Chase completely gone. 3, they want Chase to have a different profession. You know what? Leave it as is. Because if you do that with this show, you got to do it with everything else. That's why I'm a little upset about the Looney Tunes thing. Because with Looney Tunes, this character can't have a gun, so that means this other TV show, this guy can't be a police officer. This guy can't do this guy can't do that. And they also announced for the PS5 today the next Spider-Man game. It's the Miles Morales next game for the PlayStation 5. It's the sequel to the PlayStation 4 Spider-Man game, which is fantastical. I've already heard murmurs that they might not even mention his dad, because his dad was a cop in the first Spider-Man game. So it's just one bad cop shouldn't affect a whole profession. I know there are multiple cops out there. I know that there are multiple, in each department there are a couple of bad eggs, so to speak, bad eggs. But that doesn't make the unit as a whole a bad thing. Just like these looters, some of them are, black, some of them are white, some are Hispanic, some are this, some are that. Just depends on where you are in the world, apparently. That doesn't mean that everybody who's black is bad. That doesn't mean everybody that's white is bad. That doesn't mean everybody that's Asian, Hispanic, what have you, are bad. Just stop. It's getting ridiculous. They want to cancel this show. They want to, take this show off the streaming platform. They want this movie gone. Just this is the part of any, you know, movement that I hate. And that is just some of the details that, you know, rear its ugly head. And it's like, that's not good. What is that going to accomplish? Social justice warriors are out there, you know. I bet Paramount thinks that they, you know, they're patting themselves on the back right now for canceling Live PD as well as Cops. Man, I love those shows. Cops has been going on, I think, for 30, I think they said 31 years is how long Cops has been going on. Jesus. Longer than I've been alive. And then Live PD, which is a show that, you know, I would, you know, when we would hang out at my mom's, she would have that on as background noise, and we would actually watch it and everything. It was a good show. It was fantastic. It didn't depict cops in a bad light, and that's probably why it got canceled, because, you know, all cops are bad now, apparently. And then there are some politicians that want to get rid of the Minneapolis Police Department. Stop. Just stop. All I gotta say. Anyway, guys, sorry to end on such a sour note, but I gotta get out of here. I'm starving. I'm tired. I want to go to bed. I've had a long day, and it continues tomorrow. And luckily, I kind of have a half day on Saturday, and then I get my weekend, which is a day and a half. But always remember, my little piglets, Colin Porkchop loves y'all the mostest. Y'all take it easy, guys, and I'll see y'all next time. Enjoy Corner of the Cob on me. Bye, guys!